Hello दोस्तों, this is Vishakha Daga coming up with next round of New Simplified. When we think of the religious diversity in India, one particular slogan comes into our mind. That is Sarva Dharma Sambhav, given by Vedantas, popularized by Vivekanand, and then put to more use by Mahatma Gandhi. This slogan means when all the religions are equally respected and tolerated in India. This is the idea of India. However, this slogan is increasingly impacted by the various activities that are going in society, including hijab controversy, and the present one in the deal is the draft anti-conversion bill of Haryana. So in this video, we will discuss what are the provisions of the bill, how much is this video is this bill needed. We will also discuss what are the reasons behind the bill and how it is challenged by different sections of society. In this, while discussing that, we will also discuss the cases of Supreme Court, including Puttuswamy judgment to Haryana case. Let's move ahead and discuss this views in detail. Now, to understand that, why this bill is in news, because Haryana recently have passed a draft anti-conversion bill, also called Haryana Prevention of Unlawful Conversion Bill of 2022. Haryana is not the only state who have passed this kind of bill. So far, before Haryana, Andhra Pradesh, MP, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat and Jharkhand have also attempted or even passed such kind of anti-conversion bill. These anti-conversion bill prevent a fraudulent conversion of individual from one's own religion to another. That means if somebody is offering you money or have used the coercion for you to convert from one religion to another, this is prohibited in this kind of anti-conversion bill. Now let's move ahead and understand the provisions of the current bill. Now, understanding the provisions of the current bill, first of all, you need to understand the objective. The objective of the bill is to prevent the conversion by fraudulent means. Any means that is not a case of a genuine conversion. Genuine conversion means if I have heard the tenets of another religion, like Islam, it talks practicality, not use intoxicant and etc. and work for the spiritual growth. Like Hinduism, it talks about unity of humanity, oneness of entire existence, compassion. If I heard that and then I decided to convert, that is an example of genuineness. However, if somebody has come and offered me 20,000 rupees or 20 lakh rupees to convert, not possibly, this is not a case of a genuine conversion, but a fraudulence mean. It is these kind of conversion that this government is trying to prevent, for which it has actually defined the fraudulent conversion in a more comprehensive manner. That include use of force, or undue influence. Example, someone is sarpanch of the village, and he used this authority to force people to convert, ask them to convert to particular religion. Now that is an undue influence. Many of the kings used to do that in the past, but this should not be the case in democratic society. Second is misrepresentation. As if two people get married and the groom has hidden his religious identity, and after marriage he said that in order to continue the sanctity of marriage or the marriage itself, you need to convert. That is an example of a fraudulent conversion. Other is actually allurement as well. Somebody offering you 2 lakh rupees, 2 hectares of land, and then you convert. That is also a fraudulent conversion. So this bill of the Haryana government is actually attempting to define the fraudulent conversion in a more comprehensive manner. And once it has done that, it is actually trying to prevent these kind of activities or putting a punishment to it. What it has done is it has declared these kind of conversion as a cognizable offense. That means if somebody files a complaint against you that you have engaged in a fraudulent conversion, you will be arrested even without an arrest warrant. So this is the actually provision of this act. Adding to that, the burden of proof that you're innocent lies on the accused itself. It's on you. If I am being accused, then it is me who will have to prove that, I am innocent and I converted. I asked that person to convert based on genuine reason. I just explained the tenets of it. Now, this is what is happened in this act. Also, adding to this is, if somebody is actually going for the genuine conversion and authority says that, okay, this is genuine conversion, not because of any of this means, you need to inform the authority so that authority is informed of the genuineness of a case. So this means authority is going to check each case of conversion. Either you inform, or if authority find out it is not genuine, they will actually prevent it. The act also says that, the bill also says that, if somebody marries by hiding the religious inclination or the religious identity, then that marriage will be void. This marriage is also considered as void in this case. So this is the provisions of the act. Now let's move ahead and understand why state government came or made a state government come up with the acts like that. First of all, state government has an argument to say that. It says the Constitution of India provide for right to profess, practice and propagate religion, not right to proselytize. It does not provide the right to religious conversion. You can only explain the religion. Now you need to understand two to things in here. Number one is the article 25 of the Indian Constitution provide a right to profess, practice and propagate religion. That means you can actually understand, you can have your own meaning of religion. You can actually practice it, like if I ask you to wear a thread, you will wear the thread. If I ask you to wear the cap, you will wear the cap. You can also profess. That means you can actually glorify your idea of religion. You can glorify that, our religion says that this. And you can even propagate. But the propagation is done by the explaining the tenets of the religion. Explaining what like Hinduism stand for, what Christianity stand for, what Islam stand for. Idea of love, compassion, honesty. If we explain all of this, and on the basis of this conversion happen, that is considered as a genuine conversion. It says that, but this does not provide right to proselytize. This does not mean they will go with a package of rupees and give it to people that, convert. This is prohibited. This is not being given as a fundamental right in the Constitution, which is also said by Supreme Court in this Tonis Laws versus State of MP case of 1977. On the similar ground, the similar act of MP was upheld in the Supreme Court. That conversion is fine, genuine conversion is fine, right to propagation is fine, but this does not include right to proselytize, that means alluring someone, or right to conversion is not guaranteed in this. Instead, under Article 25 subclause, state has right to regulate the religion. It is their responsibility. So government is saying that they're using this kind of responsibility only. Now, moving ahead is understanding the second part in favor. Then the government says that so far the existing laws were not that comprehensive. They were not comprehensive because they only talked about force, inducement, but it does not talk about the allurement of various means. There are other means of endowment as well, like the forceful marriage, concealing the identity, then asking the groom to marry. This is not being actually compared in various laws. Central government do not have a law for this. Then they also see that other force as well, like the threat of divine pleasure, saying that it's only in our religion that you will get the moksha. It's only our religion that you will actually experience the state of heaven. Even in court in Yulitha Haidwati state of Kerala case, that this kind of threat should not be the means of religious conversion. So the government is saying that actually they're fulfilling the mandate of the Supreme Court. Then they says that Supreme Court says that these kind of conversion activity impact the religious freedom of individual. Here, individual right is impacted and the social fabric of society. Both are impacted by this. Because religious freedom include I can practice my own religion. Even if I don't want to, I should be allowed. If I want to convert, should be based on my own religion, not on the basis of somebody offering me money. Or somebody actually only will get married to a particular person based on this. So this is how religious freedom is impacted of an individual. And second, the secular fabric of a country, which should be based on respect and tolerance, not based on suspicion which is created because of an attempt of conversion. Now this, the government is saying once they will be done with this act, these kind of conversion will stop. So the suspicion we will get rid of suspicion and we will create a more peaceful society. This is an argument which is given by the government. Now let's understand the other side of the argument. That is, which says that those who are challenging this particular bill, an anti-conversion bill in general, they say that it impacts Article 25 of the individual and the society. Because under Article 25, they have right to profess, practice, and propagate religion. And when they're propagating, it is easy for anybody to actually manipulate by saying that that person was only explaining. In this particular religion, this is a path that you acquire, and this can actually be construed. He was actually trying to misrepresent the fact. There is a chance of manipulation that a propagation may be considered as a forced allurement. Reason is because most of the words that are being used are very vague and the terminology are very abstract, like undue influence. What does undue influence means? What are the acts that are allowed and that are not allowed? They can be easily manipulated. And this act also says that This goes against under Article 21 as well. Somebody's right to choose religion depend on them. Article 21 provides right to life and liberty. Liberty includes right to choice. And so far, Supreme Court in various judgment has said choice include choice of food, choice of love, and choice of partner as well. And without choice, individual autonomy is incomplete, and so will be incomplete development of individuality. Self-realization will become difficult. This is what Supreme Court has said in various judgments, right? We can even say that in Haryana judgment it says that the choice of love and partner is an aspect of identity. Right to marry is a part of Article 21. And in this, state have the right to intervene, because state will declare the marriage void the moment, like if somebody conceal. What if the girl is fine with that? Their right it is not been taken into account. And Article 21 is also impacted if somebody is converting on genuine matter and he want to keep that matter to himself. He can't. He will have to inform an authority. More people are gaining autonomy over an individual because any third person can go and complain. They're intervening in matter of two people. They're intervening in matter of one person. So society can intervene, the state can intervene, the individual freedom is not present in there. So Article 25 is very much impacted, which is also said in Puttuswamy judgment, that autonomy of individual include the choices to make vital decision. It is very vital individual autonomy. And this is impacted. Adding to that, this may be antithetical to minorities. Why this may be antithetical to minorities? Because the reason is, those who are implementing it are actually the replica of society only. If the society have majority biases, they will be present in implementing authority as well. And then there is a possibility that implementing authority may use it as a tools against minority. If the police has major representation of 80% of population, will they take care or concern in mind if 20% of population? If there is a Hindu authority in the police, there is a greater chances that they can easily discriminate against a minority, and Hindu conversion may not be taken into account, which is a possibility. Another possibility is that it will impact the social fabric of society, a fabric which is based on trust and tolerance. However, with these kind of acts, the other side says that we are actually putting suspicion in minds of the people. And suspicion mind is capable of actually generating greater violence in future. Then article also, the other side also says that this goes against Article 18 of the UN Human Rights Commission, which provide the faith as a matter of individual right. And here the individual right is impacted. So this was understanding two sides of the coin, where each side has their own argument, why they are in favor and why they are against it. Now, the answer is what to do in this matter. First of all, we need to understand marriage and religion is a very private affair, especially marriage. So state should take utmost caution while it is actually interfering in a marriage-related matter, and whenever it has to, because there are genuine cases of anti-conversion, like the fraudulent conversion as well. Then state will have to intervene. And in that case, state will try to be as much as secular, tolerant, and respectful that is possible. For that, a balance has to be struck between the freedom of religion and the malified conversion, so that malified conversion are dealt with a stricter hand. At same point of time, it should not impact the religious freedom of society. And that will require the mindset of tolerance. And this is where we need to work the most. I hope this video was clear to you. This topic was clear to you. If that is the case, you need to like and subscribe the video. If not, put your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much.
Current Affairs by ForumIAS is an all-in-one program that covers the dynamic aspect of the syllabus from both prelims and mains perspective. Last year, we have helped more than 100 students crack IAS with our current affairs classes.